Atomic theory. John Dalton gave the idea about atom. The first John Dalton gave the idea about the atom first. According to John Dalton, atomic theory, atom is the smallest and simplest part of matter which can take part in reaction. So, therefore, up to Dalton atomic theory, atom was indivisible particle. But some modern scientists like J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, Chadwick, etc., proved that atom was further divided into electron, proton, and neutron. Atom is divided into two parts: stable atoms and unstable atoms. Stable atoms consist of electron, proton, and neutron, but the unstable atoms consist of positrons, nucleons, and mesons. Mesons consist of sigma atom and pi atom. Note: electron, proton, and neutron are the most important fundamental particles for all the elements known to us except hydrogen, which means that electron, proton, and neutron are the most fundamental particles which are present in every atom in our existence except of hydrogen, as hydrogen contains only one electron and one proton, and it contains no neutrons. Let's revise. Dalton gave the idea about the first. John Dalton was the first person who gave idea of atom. According to him, atom was the smallest and simplest part of matter which can't be further divided. Therefore, up to Dalton atomic theory, atom was an indivisible particle. But some modern scientists like J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, and Chadwick proved Dalton wrong and said that atom was further divided into three parts: electrons, protons, and neutrons. Discovery of electrons and protons. Electrons and protons were discovered on the basis of cathode ray and anode ray experiments. So let me tell you about cathode ray. This is a discharge tube. This is cathode and this is anode. Here we supply a 10,000 volt of electricity, and this is also a vacuum chamber, and at this opening we fill hydrogen gas at an 0.01 atmospheric pressure. When the current is passed, a type of ray is emitted from cathode that forms a fluorescence image on the outer wall of anode, this side. This means that when the 10,000 volt is provided to cathode, an invisible ray occurs from cathode and goes to anode and forms a fluorescence image this side. Due to its origin, this ray is called as cathode ray. Now, anode ray. Same, when 10,000 volt is supplied at anode, an invisible waves occur which tend to go towards the cathode. This is perforated cathode. Perforated cathode means sieve, sieve, channi. Perforated cathode means a cathode tube with many holes and dots in it. So when these anode rays pass to this perforated cathode, the holes of this perforated cathode, they form a fluorescence layer here, same as cathode ray experiment. Let's revise. This is a discharge tube or vacuum tube. This is an opening. Let's revise. This is a discharge tube, which is also a vacuum tube. This is cathode, this is anode, and here it is an opening in which hydrogen gas is supplied at 0.01 atmospheric pressure. Here we supply a 10,000 volt of electricity. When this electricity is turned on, an invisible ray tend to go from cathode to anode and forms a fluorescence layer at the end wall of anode. This fluorescence layer is mainly composed of zinc sulfide, and this way, when 10,000 volt is applied, an invisible ray goes from anode to perforated cathode and forms a fluorescence layer. Now let us study about the differentiation of cathode rays and anode rays. Cathode rays. Cathode rays can produce a fluorescence in front of cathode or zinc sulfide crystal. Means cathode rays can produce a fluorescence effect in front of a cathode or a zinc sulfide crystal. And in anode rays can able to give fluorescence as well as phosphorescence behind the perforated cathode, which means that anode rays can give fluorescence as well as phosphorescence behind the perforated cathode. What is fluorescence and phosphorescence? Fluorescence is a state in which it glows by the application of any energy. Fluorescence is the state by which it glows by the application of any energy, and phosphorescence is which glows without the application of any energy. Like example of phosphorescence is radium. Have you seen those shirts which are normally black, but when the lights are turned off it tends to be glowing green? That is phosphorescence. And fluorescence, like glowing of this bulb, is phosphorescence. And when we off this bulb, like, have you noticed it? That was phosphorescence. And cathode rays travel in a straight line irrespective of the position of anode. Cathode rays travel in a straight line. Anode rays travel in a straight line irrespective of the position of the perforated cathode. Both same. Cathode rays consist of beam of particle having some mass. Cathode rays consist of beam of particle having some mass, which are known as electrons. And anode ray also consist beam of particle which have some mass. Same. Mass of cathode rays are 9.1 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 37 kg. Mass of cathode rays are 9.1 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 37 kgs, and mass of anode rays is 1.6 multiplied by 10 to the power 27 kgs, negative 27 kgs. Cathode rays consist of a beam of particle having some charge in negative. Cathode ray is consist of a beam of a particle having some charge in negative. The charge is 1.6 multiplied by 10 to the power negative coulomb. An anode ray consists of some charge of a beam of a particle having some mass in positive. It is 1.6 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 19 kg, negative 19 coulomb. So let's revise. Cathode ray can produce a fluorescence effect in front of anode or zinc sulfide crystal, whereas anode rays can provide fluorescence as well as phosphorescence in the presence of perforated cathode. Cathode rays and anode rays travels in a straight line irrespective of the position of the object. Cathode ray consists of a beam of object having some mass. Anode ray also consists of beam of particles having some mass. Mass of cathode rays are 9.1 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 31 kg. Mass of anode rays 1.6 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 27 kg. Cathode ray consists of beam of particle having some charge. Charge is 1.6 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 19 coulomb, and anode ray consists of some positive charge, which is 1.6 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 19 coulomb. Thank you.